I just need someone to come to New Orleans to dance with me right now. Camille and Abby were not able to snag me and Kyle lunch. So me and Kyle are about to go get pizza probably. I'm leaving my hotel to go meet with him. I just came back to the hotel to rest for a little bit. I watched an episode of The Flash and just used the bathroom, and I put on a longer shorts because it's a little bit windy. And then we're gonna go to the Louis Armstrong Park. Very exciting. I didn't film any of our walk. Well, while Abby and my sister are at the conference, I'm adventuring with Kyle. He's the one who makes sure I don't get hit by cars because I don't look both ways.
The car for her.
Yeah. So Kyle and I just completely missed the front entrance. This is where we should have entered, but we didn't. My question for Kyle is, if you had a plaque like this, what would your plaque be for, and what would you want it to say?
I mean, honestly, I think it would be cool if it was like in an awesome location, but just had like a really bland, like non-reason to be there. You know what I mean? Like picked up trash here one time, or I don't know, something like that.
Honor Abby, these ducks are in honor of you.
She doesn't really care about history. She doesn't care about baby.
We found him. This statue is much larger than I thought it was going to be. We found Louie. How exciting. Just kidding. I thought there wasn't a plaque, but there is. 26 Nation, guys. Found another one. His name is Sydney. This angle, you just see a guy with 3 heads. Then look around. Look at all the color inside. I'm pretty sure this is obviously the same person. Charles Buddy Bolden, credited as the earliest jazz musician and band leader in dance halls and street parades. He is remembered at the first King. Is that supposed to be as? He's remembered at the. Dang y'all. They all have cool nicknames. All right. Kyle, what you're gonna be? Kyle's something Rodriguez.
I don't know. I mean, nothing's gonna compare to jazz legends. Lizard.
Kyle the Lizard. Oh, I was like, what does that have to do? Just kidding, guys. It's an actual lizard. Kyle the Lizard Rodriguez.
Kyle the Destroyer of Worlds.
Rodriguez.
Yeah. Or maybe just like another first name that has nothing to do with my name. Jerry. Yeah.
Kyle, the only Kyle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
As one time, this guy asked me out, and his name was Kyle. And Kyle said I wasn't allowed to go out with him because there can only be one Kyle.
I mean, it's confusing. I just shot a wedding recently where the groom's name was Kyle, so every time they were yelling at his name to get him to take pictures and stuff, I thought I was in trouble the whole time. So it's a mess. Also in college, one time I had a class with 2 other Kyles. That was a pain, and we all sat next to each other.
Oh, you were all friends with them?
Uh-huh.
That's your problem. You can't be friends with other Kyles.
Yeah, that's fair. I cause chaos by purposely sitting next to each other just to make it a pain for everyone. What's
throwing me off is seeing palm trees next to just regular trees. I feel like they don't match, but I guess they match in New Orleans. Ooh. Yo, Allison the Big Chief Tootie Montana. That beats Kyle the Destroyer of Rodriguez.
Or Lizard.
Or Kyle the Lizard Rodriguez. Fancy schmancy.
I think it's a man.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
Big Chief Montana masked as a Mardi Gras Indian for over 50 years. He died in city council chambers defending the Mardi Gras Indian tradition.
I feel like there's much more story there.
I know. I feel like that actually left me
with
with
more.
I think I was left with more questions than I was answers. This is the back of it. Very detailed.
Like it was the name of a tribe.
Oh, Mardi Gras was the name of the Indian
Tribe.
Is it Indian or is it like Native American?
It says Indians here. But yeah, I mean Native Americans, indigenous. I gotta keep reading.
Update, Kyle's reading more, but he actually might have been one of the Mardi Gras original tribe members.
Yes, he became like the chief.
And he became the chief.
The model.
Wow. Oh, so it's like he did this to keep his culture alive.
Yes, and because he was also being upset because. So I was reading more that like people of his tribe would like fight each other a lot, like during Mardi Gras and stuff like that. So he was upset at the violence and rather kind of shifted the focus more on, music and dance. And,
So they would stop being violent.
yes, and use that as a way.
See? Dance and music changing lives.
That's cool.
That is cool. I love that. All right, guys. I just came up with a really great movie plot. So basically, it would be the situation Kyle and I are in now, where his wife and my sister, his wife's also my best friend, they're in this conference, right? And then all of a sudden, the sister and the husband go on a walk and they see on all the statues, some of them have certain stamps and some of them don't. I'll insert the clip that I'm talking about. And then they go on a mission to go solve, I guess, whatever big mystery it is. But the conference ends at 4, so they would have 3 hours to solve this mystery. Anyway, that's the movie script I'm gonna write. Okay, I actually love that athletics is included in this. Also, guys, look. Monaco, we didn't know you came to New Orleans. Alright, guys. So Kyle and I just came back from the Louis Armstrong Park, learned a lot of history. We're looking for lunch, even though it's super late. It's like 2 p.m. And we were gonna go to this pizza by the slice place. But homie, it was like $8 for a slice of pizza that's probably been there since this morning. So we're going to Chick-Fil-A, which I realize is not the most...
It's authentic.
It's the authentic New Orleans Chick-Fil-A. We're walking 16 minutes to go to Chick-Fil-A. I could get her $8 at Chick-Fil-A. So much more. Have you tried the new pimento sandwich? They have like a seasonal Chick-Fil-A sandwich and then like a seasonal shake.
No.
I'm a fan of
I'm pretty basic.
What do you always get?
Chicken strips. Every time. I don't want to hear any judgment either because I'm not one of those guys too that just gets chicken strips at like every restaurant.
Okay.
But listen, I get Chick-fil-A chicken strips.
There was chicken tenders on your
Okay, yes. But also, I didn't know that until after I ordered it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like, it didn't say it on the menu.
So he says.
It just said chicken. It said fried chicken.
And it was covered in like, what was it, gumbo?
It was,
at
hey, listen,
Chick-fil-A?
it was on the New Orleans favorites part of the menu, so I don't want to hear it.
But anyway, we're gonna get authentic New Orleans stuff for dinner. I'm gonna try to eat alligator, so don't judge us for our Chick-fil-A choices. Still heading to Chick-fil-A. It's getting really toasty, I'm not gonna lie. So I have a question for Kyle, but that means I can't post this until you share the news. So Abby's pregnant, but that's not public, so I can't post that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a daughter. So I just have a couple of questions. So let's say I had a son years from now. Would you allow your daughter to date someone younger than her? Would that be your preference?
I don't know if I really have I don't know. I mean, I think it just depends more on... It depends more on how you raise them.
How do you think my son's gonna be raised? That's rude. And we'd be making your grandchildren more Filipino. We have to factor in, that's a very important detail. He also will probably be partially white though, knowing who I'll end up with. Oh, we can walk.
How does that work?
I did the math for them once because it's either 1/8 and 1/16 Mexican Chinese, and Filipino, and then the rest of your baby's gonna be white. Is how the math is. A little. Yeah. Let's say for the sake of math, we'll just say it's 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and then the rest is white. And let's say I likely am with a white man, or let's just say I end up with a white guy. That makes my baby 50-50. So if my 50% Filipino, 50% white baby ends up with your, so Filipino, what would that be? Maybe your 1/8 plus my 50%.
Or like, how do you do fractions?
Let's see.
I don't know how to add or multiply fractions.
5/8? No, is that how math works? No, it's not.
No, you'll be right.
Is it? Okay, so 5/8 of them.
Unless we're like a real student. 5/8.
3. 5/8 white plus 4/8, so 9/8. Not 9/8. See, that doesn't make sense.
We're over.
No, we cannot. We're mathing incorrectly. Someone's probably watching this and being like, "You guys are idiots."
Yeah, probably.
This has to be simple math because you don't just add. I feel like there's like some sort of like division that happens. You have to divide things by 2.
You have to start doing some Punnett squares.
I'll come back to you guys with an answer later. It'll be like 3 hours past, guys. I still don't have an answer. She's in view, guys. 16 minutes later. Yeah.
I don't think you get one bag just so I can take
Made it to Chick-Fil-A.
everything else is here.
Authentic New Orleans Chick-Fil-A. Kyle forgot he was Catherine. He has the goods. Authentic New Orleans meal. Amen. How's your authentic New Orleans Chick-fil-A, Kyle?
10 out of 10. Even more because it's Chick-fil-A with that southern hospitality. You know what I mean? They're already nice.
Yeah. Lady called us baby, but it wasn't offensive. It was nice and sweet.
I love being called darling.